Welcome back to I Prefer to Travel. In this video we will be sharing our journey from Santiago de Chile to Argentina, Mendoza.
Hola, mi nombre es Camila y en esta ocasión compartiremos nuestro viaje desde Santiago hasta Argentina usando nuestro auto.
We decided to drive to Mendoza from Santiago de Chile. The distance is 365 kilometers, which is about 227 miles. It took around 6.5 hours, including the border crossing and a few stops on the way for photos. We also left in the evening as there was less traffic, and we arrived in Mendoza early in the morning. Cost of fuel and insurance. So the total cost for us for fuel was 60,000 Chilean peso, which is $75 US. This was for 55 litres of fuel for a 2-litre Volkswagen Bora. We filled up here in Santiago. Just to note, the fuel is slightly cheaper in Argentina. It is necessary to have the insurance on a car if you're travelling from Chile to Argentina. This costs 11,000 Chilean peso, which is about $13 US.
Border cross and toll charges.
So the border going into Argentina is very quick, and the checks are not as thorough as the Chilean border crossing, which can take a long time. The Argentinian border crossing is a lot more relaxed. They have less checks and generally want you sort of in and out fairly quick, whereas Chile, they check a lot of the car and your documents, and I think it took us about an hour, I believe, at least. The route from Santiago to Mendoza does include toll charges, and it worked out to be around about 10,000 Chilean peso, which is about $12.50. We have been to Mendoza a couple of times now, and we chose the same method of booking both times, which was through Airbnb. For the first trip in September, we stayed in an area called Godoy Cruz. It's around 20 minutes from the city centre. There is a mall plaza about 5 minutes away, and there's lots of shops and restaurants.
Yes.
We felt this area was a bit more relaxed, but was more suited to people with a bit more money in their pockets. The Airbnb in Godoy Cruz cost us about 48,750 Chilean pesos, which is about $61 US for 4 people. The apartment was very clean, modern, and also had a state-of-the-art or modern security system. And also it had private parking. The second visit, we decided to be a bit more closer to the city centre. So we wanted to be a bit more closer to the main attractions of Mendoza, and we didn't want to have to use the car while we were there. So yeah, we decided to book a lot more closer to the centre of Mendoza. This was also booked through Airbnb. The apartment was very clean, very modern, and the host was very helpful. Also, it had private parking as well. Not only that, we also had a swimming pool and a barbecue. Bueno. So this one cost about 40,000 Chilean peso, which is about $50 US, and that's for, again, 4 people.
This is more or less cheap.
Yeah, so more cheap, yeah, and it was nice, it was more modern, and yeah, just was a better vibe for us personally.
Yeah. The best places to visit in Mendoza. Here are a few places that you need to see while in Mendoza. We really love the Parque de Agua Termal, Termas de Cacheuta, Mendoza.
As you can see, it wasn't that expensive in Argentinian peso, and it was very relaxing, and there was a lot of different areas to explore within the park. There was parking on site and shops and restaurants, and one of the restaurants we ate at there you will see later in this video.
Make sure you keep watching so you can see how good the food was. The next place we really like is Parque General San Martín.
Yeah.
We like it because there is a lot of option for breakfast and lunch in the park. It is very big park, but it's beautiful even though it is located in the center of the city. Also, it's great for taking a walk and soaking of the relaxing Argentinian culture.
Yeah. Another great place for visiting when in Mendoza is the Centro. The main reason is that there is plenty to do there. For example, you have bars, restaurants, clubs, and if you are travelling as a backpacker, there is obviously options for hostels. You won't struggle to find something to do in the centre of Mendoza. So, as we spoke about earlier, Restaurant Bandidos is located at the hot springs, and it is fantastic.
Yes, We choose parrillada for 2 people.
Yeah.
It is nearly 3,600 Argentine pesos. And nearly $20. The food was delicious and very, very cheap.
Yeah. Along with that, we also had great service from the staff, and they were very welcoming and accommodating. We strongly suggest stopping here if you're making a trip to the hot springs. The second place we're recommending is Montana. It is located about an hour from Mendoza on the route back to Santiago.
We eat milanesa here, which was delicious. And it's only cost 2,800 Argentina pesos. And it's nearly $15 for 2 people.
For 2 people. Yeah. Very cheap, very good quality, great atmosphere. And we were lucky enough to watch the final of the Copa del Mundo, or the World Cup. And it was great experience sharing this important win with the Argentinians. Yes. Vámonos! So during the winter months between May and October, the pass from Santiago to Mendoza in the Andes can be closed due to bad weather or snow. Make sure you keep an eye on the weather, as it can change quite quickly overnight. So I would suggest keeping track of the weather, and you might have to rearrange your plans if you're thinking to travel in these months. We travelled in the summer, so for us this wasn't an issue, and the summer months are around sort of September to April time, and you shouldn't have any issues with the pass being closed between these months. Economic situation. It is common knowledge that Argentina is currently in a financial crisis. If you are staying for a long duration of time in Mendoza, we strongly suggest that you take your money out as cash, whatever currency you decide to take, and changing while you are in Argentina as what they call blue dollars. Obviously the rate will change from when you're watching this video, so make sure you do a Google search for the latest blue dollar exchange rates. For us, we only stayed for a couple of days, so we didn't think it was necessary. I used my bank card from England, which is Revolut.
Credit card, debit card.
Yeah, for Banco de Chile.
Banco de Chile.
Yeah.
Chile.
Yeah, mine was a debit card. For us, they worked fine, and the exchange rates weren't that high. But if we were staying for a longer time, we would have definitely took cash and exchanged for blue dollars when in Argentina.
In conclusion, so if you are in Chile, you need to visit Mendoza, because it's very cheap for vacation, and when you plan it's properly.
Yeah.
Compare it to other options like Buenos Aires and Peru.
Yes.
There is a lot of good places to see and things to do in Mendoza.
Yeah. And also Argentina is very famous for its good meat and asados, or barbecues. If you are going there, you need to try it, unless you're a vegetarian or vegan. Also, the city is very beautiful and very clean, and also as tourists it is very safe. And also this visit does not break the bank.
Thank you for watching. We have included links below in the description for more information on what we have discussed in this video.
Yep. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment below, because every little helps with a new channel. And if you have any questions for us, we are happy to answer and give you some more advice.
We will be uploading new content on a regular basis, so make sure to check our channel, please. I prefer to travel.
Ciao.
Bye bye.